Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some chart requests from the Discord and also from the live chat. If you guys are joining the live, feel free to drop those chart requests in here inside the chat. We will be taking chart requests also from over here inside the Discord under the chart request thread. If you guys are members of the Discord, you're able to put these in once a week. And we go through these and we cover all of these for you guys. I know some of you can't make the live stream, so we do have that option over here in the Discord. I went ahead and loaded all these names up. There's a lot of good names in here. You're talking about Mara, CLSK, Oxy, a lot of names we're going to be covering today. So I went ahead and took all these names here. We had Efren do it. He's one of the admin in the Discord. He went ahead and loaded it up. We got CRM, SMCI, PayPal we'll be covering here. Those are all loaded up in this playlist right here. So I'm just literally going to go down this playlist and then look at the live chat as well. Take some chart requests from the live chat along the way. We go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for you that are new. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are all focused on chart requests. So I see the first one in the chat here I'll take from Ethereum. This one's also on the list. You guys know that I am very bullish on Ethereum. Ethereum is one of my biggest holdings right now within crypto. The reason we like it is because, again, we want to buy when this blue wave is down here given a green dot. Okay, this normally calls the bottom. Okay, and it's also down here under our 4-year moving average. So if you guys are familiar with our cheat sheet over here, I just dropped a video on this on TikTok, right? How we measure whether we are getting a fair price or not is by looking at the mean. The mean is just another word for average. The mean we like to refer to on the weekly chart is that blue line. Okay, that is the 200-week moving average. Think of that as the 4-year moving average, the average price over 4 years. So our goal as traders is to buy either at the mean or down here below the mean. We never want to buy way up off of the mean. So you guys remember back in August, September, everyone was really bullish on Ethereum. Well, we knew that we were not buying up here in this area, right? You saw how far off that blue line we were there. Let me see if I could zoom in a little bit for you guys. That's too much. But you could see how far off of the blue line we were, right? That was a massive premium up there at around 5,000. Okay, this is when we called out Ethereum back in April of 2025. That came right there around $1,500. It popped all the way up to 5,000. So you can see that we were below the mean here, right? We were below the average. We were down here in despair because, again, we pulled back from 4,000 all the way down here to 1,500. So if you guys are familiar with our strategy, we want to buy when this blue wave is down here below the white line here on the weekly chart, okay, given a green dot. The green dot is the signal that, yes, this is the potential bottom. Again, it's not 100%, as you guys can see from this last round that we got here in December. Okay, that was telling you that, hey, that $2,600 level is the bottom. Okay, you got a red dot right there on January 19th, and that the only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot, right? And that came right there at 2,800. And then it flushed all the way down here to 18. So I actually didn't buy Ethereum up here. I started buying it down here because, again, right now Ethereum is sitting at a 28% discount. Okay, if you look at the 4-year, it's 28% off of the 4-year moving average. So you're buying it down here in despair, right? Most people want to buy up here when everything's exciting. Okay, we want to buy when it's not exciting. We want to buy when it sucks. We want to buy when things are bad. We want to buy after a massive pullback, okay, from $5,000 back here in September, August when we got our sell signal up here. Again, we want to sell the red dots above the white line up here, just like how we want to buy the green ones down here, okay? So, boom, 63% drop from the top, 63%. So that is capitulation, right? When the wave's down here, we have capitulated. Okay, capitulation is just a big nasty dip. That's what we've seen here over the last month and a half. Okay, that's capitulation. A 60% drop is time to buy. Okay, I want to buy a 60% drop on good quality names like Ethereum. So, like I said, it's one of my largest holdings right now. I don't care what the news says. I don't care what the bears say. I don't care what anybody says. We know, right, that we are buying it at a good time. Okay, and these signals are not day trades, guys. I just want to make that clear. I know there's probably a lot of new people here. I get comments sometimes. I'll drop a video and say, hey, a green dot came, and then we get a red day or 2 red days in a row, and they're like, oh, you were wrong. Well, there's no true way to measure if we were right or wrong until we give it the full 1 to 6 months that we have in our trading plan. If you guys are new as well, I have a free trading course over here that's going to explain our indicators and our strategy. You just go to the trading course tab, completely free over here. But our typical time frame for these signals is 1 to 6 months. So these are not day trades. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a get rich fast thing. Okay, all of that is BS. If there was a true way to get rich quick or fast, right? Everybody would be doing it, okay? Everyone would be doing it. It just doesn't exist. So our time frame for these signals is 1 to 6 months. You guys have to understand that before you trade these signals. You have to be willing to wait at least 6 months. So if you entered off these last ones here at the end of December, it's really only been a month and a half. So you're about a month in to the 1 to 6 month time frame. Okay, and I just think you just keep on adding down here as the green dots come. So just really looking for Ethereum to print a green dot. I think when that happens, I think it's coming probably in the next 1 to 3 weeks. I personally think Ethereum is bottomed right there at around 1750. If that's not the bottom, I think 1500 down here probably will be. We're holding on to this level pretty nicely. It's going to be really interesting to see where we close this week. 1750 was the bottom from 3 weeks ago when we had that big liquidation event, right? All that leverage got flushed out. So until we get the green dot, right, we can't be certain that this is the bottom, but I do believe it's coming here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. What else we got? How's everyone doing today? Let's go back to the top here. Let's look at Tesla. Okay, Tesla, the wave's getting down there. It's just not below the white line. Okay, we called this out back in April, right here at around 230. You guys can go back to April TikTok and just go look at the comments of people who were chiming in when we were saying to buy Tesla down here at 230. Okay, this thing went up over 100% in the next, well, from April to December. That was a little longer than 6 months, but you guys get the point, right? The longer we're willing to hold, the more likely we are to be right. And again, we don't want to buy unless this wave is down here given a green dot. So I'm just looking for a green dot there on Tesla. The white line is the 1 year moving average and the blue line is the 4 year moving average. Okay, we use both of them. You can see how Tesla kind of bounces on its 1 year and it's trying to bounce right here on its 1 year as well. So this looks interesting. I just want to see a green dot there from Tesla. What else we got? You guys got chart requests? Feel free to get them in the chat. We're taking these from the Discord here. Optimism, this thing's just getting rugged right now. So I guess Base dropped them. They're no longer using their network. So obviously there's a massive sell-off in OP here. This thing's at all-time lows. So if you believe in the project, I don't know much about the project. I don't know what they do. But if you believe in the project, it's never been lower, right? There's never been a better price to buy this at. I would just wait for the signal there, either on the weekly or the monthly. 10 cents is probably a good psychological level if this thing's going to bounce. But if Base is dropping them, that's really not a good look. We got WIF, WIF, again, all-time lows at the lowest price it's ever been. So if you're asking yourself, okay, well, I guess the lowest price it's ever been is down here at 6 cents. But we'd just be looking for the green dot down here, okay? I don't know why you'd want to buy WIF. I know it's a meme coin, but in my opinion, I just hate meme coins. I don't mess with meme coins. I do not recommend you guys mess with meme coins. It's a casino. Buy projects that have good quality fundamentals, projects that have utility, projects that are being adopted, projects that are being implemented into the new financial system. I don't think WIF is going to be one of those. This is literally just a dog WIF hat. Like that's, I don't know. I'd just rather buy something like Chainlink or something that actually has some utility here, or Ethereum or even XRP over WIF. But if you want to play WIF, just wait for the signal. Again, we want to buy good quality companies at a good time. I don't think WIF is a good quality project. I think it's here now, gone tomorrow. Okay, no one cares about a dog with a hat when it's down 90%. I see one in the chat here for Plume, Plume. Yeah, this thing's just continuing to fall. So I did buy this one, I believe, a couple months ago. And just like the rest of the market, it's continuing to fall. I think I got in right here around about a penny and a half. So I'm down about 50% on this. But this was a fundamental play for me. Again, I'm just waiting for the bounce, right? I'm waiting for the wave to come back up here and give me a red dot. It did break this low right here at 9 cents. I don't like that. But we'll see if Plume gets a bounce here. Okay, this was a fundamental play for me, if anything, and I'm still hanging on to my position at the moment, and the dot is still green. So again, just waiting this thing out for a red dot. I just continue to hold, and if you want to put more in, if you're down 50%, that's normally a great place to add to your position. Okay, but I'm targeting anywhere from 5 to 8 cents on this for a rebound. We got NVO. NVO gap down yesterday. So I actually added to this yesterday off its gap down. I think that's a very big overreaction. from yesterday, and this thing's gotten hammered this month. So it's still green here on the monthly. So again, we focus on the monthly and the weekly chart. So the monthly is green here. I would be looking for a daily dot to confirm the bottom, but this is just a huge company. I mean, they make a ton of money, $12.5 billion every 3 months, and they're literally sitting, I don't know, probably 10% below their that's a 20-year moving average actually on the monthly chart, but you're getting it at a massive discount if you believe in the company. I mean, this thing is literally off the 4-year average right now. It's sitting 50% off of its 4-year average. So I did sell this one up here at around 63. I did get stopped out on some of the position right here at 48, but I re-entered it here once I saw it underneath 40. I still really like the fundamentals of the project. The monthly chart still looks really good. You can see the last time we got the green dot with the wave this far down on the monthly was back here in 2017. That was 9 years ago at $16, and it went all the way up to around 140. So again, just having patience here. I re-entered this yesterday. I believe I did call that out over here inside of Overkill Trades. I post my every single one of my trades I take over here. Yeah, I bought it right there, right at $40. So I'm currently down like a dollar on it. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter to me that I'm down $1 because again, we're waiting until this wave comes back up here and gives us a red dot. And I do like the fact that the monthly is holding green here. So I'm thinking this gets a bounce, but we'll see. I guess there was news yesterday that one of their drugs didn't pass something, or so I just think it's an overreaction. I think this company makes a ton of money. I mean, they're doing fine, right? They make $12.5 billion a quarter. Nothing wrong. I'd rather buy something down 15% than up 15%. I'm thinking NVO snaps back here in the next couple of weeks. Coinbase. A lot of you guys are loving Coinbase. You guys could see that it has this support level down here at around 140. It does have the green dot showing up this week. So I would say Coinbase is a buy here, and you could use a stop loss down here at 140. Okay, you can see how we bounced on 140 here, bounced on it here. Okay, and we're trying to bounce on it again here. So you're getting the signal here on Coinbase. This looks really good here at 140. I really like Coinbase here. TAO, this is a cryptocurrency. Again, down here, you're getting a red dot, but just because you get a red dot, so if you guys see a weekly red dot show up, that doesn't mean sell right away, especially if it's coming down here. Okay, what I like to do if you get a red dot down here is just set a stop loss. Okay, so the stop loss for me on this would be these lows right here. Okay, right around 140. So if you get a red dot with the wave down here, right, because the only thing that invalidates a green dot is a red dot. So all this green dot is telling you is that, hey, this previous low right here, okay, that previous low is the potential bottom. If it's not the potential bottom, if it's not the bottom, it's going to break that support and continue to fall. So how I'd play TAO here is just put a stop loss right there at 139. What else we got? Joby from the chat, Joby. This one's good. This one looks good right here into the 4-year average. They have earnings coming up tomorrow. So earnings is always a gamble. If you believe in this company and want to buy it here before earnings, I think this looks like a good spot. Again, you're buying it at the average price over 4 years. Again, our goal here is to buy at a fair price, which is at the average, at the mean, or below the mean. So I don't think this looks like a bad place to start a position here on Joby. You can wait for that signal, but again, earnings is always a gamble. So if they miss their earnings by a mile, they could sell off all the way down to $7.50, $6. If they beat it, right, they could be back up here to 13 to 16. The important thing is you should be taking a long-term vision, long-term approach on the asset that you're buying, right? So if you want to buy it, right, obviously buying at the mean, buying at the average is a fair price, right? That's a fair price. We call that a fair price. So if you buy here and it goes down to here and you buy again at 6, your average now is 750. And when this wave comes back up here, if it comes back up here to 20 eventually, okay, you'll be able to sell. And it won't really matter if you bought it at 10 or bought it at 6 if you think it's going back to 20. So I like this one here. That one doesn't look very bad. I see one for Circle. That one has a green dot on the weekly. So we are buyers of that one, and your stop loss would be right there at around 47 or 48. Again, that's just the low. That's telling you, hey, this is the low. This previous low right there at 50, boom, that's your support. That is the bottom. Okay, if that breaks, you're going to see a red dot, and we'll keep going lower. But as long as this one holds on to 50, I do like it. Okay, the daily chart looks okay. Not the greatest. We need some volume. We need to get back over like 74 to be sure. But this one looks good with a stop loss at 50 there. I see one for TIA. If you guys could just drop the tickers for me. The tickers, not the company name, but the ticker. TIA looks like a rug. I mean, some of these cryptos have just gotten annihilated, man. This thing was at $20 back here in February. It's at 30 cents. So you're buying it at an all-time low. That's all I could tell you, right? You're buying it at the lowest price it's literally ever been. So if you believe in the project, okay, if Apple was sitting at its all-time low, okay, let's go to Apple's chart. If Apple was sitting down here at its all-time low at 5 cents, that's insane. Could have bought Apple for 5 cents in 1982. Wow. You'd be rich. Oh my gosh. 5 cents Apple stock was back here. But anyway, right, you guys get the point, right? Hopefully you're buying good quality companies, good quality projects that you guys believe in that are going to go up over time. Okay? So if you're buying something at the all-time low, you're buying it at the best price ever, right? For example, this TAI one. It's the best price it's ever been. It's only been around for a little bit, since 2024, but it's the best price it's ever been right now. So that would mean it's never been a better time to buy, if you believe in the project. Again, fundamentals do matter. MSTR from T-Dog. What's going on, brother? Jay, what's going on? We'll get the SOXS. I see another one from Monster from John. Jeff, what's going on, dude? May the good Lord bless you guys. Strategy, again, still sitting down here. It has its green dot. So again, what's that green dot telling you? That green dot's telling you that, hey, this level right there at 104 is the bottom. Okay? Not is, but potentially is the bottom. So I think 100 is a good psychological level for strategy. Again, everyone was excited about this stock up here at 480, right? This is when everybody's having a good time. Everyone's jumping around, you know. They're telling everybody how great they are, and they're calling their parents and their cousins and their brothers and their sisters, and, you know, just saying that they're it's the next big thing, right? MSTR, baby. Just put it all in. Go all in on it. It's going to 10,000 by the end of the year, baby. Okay? We call that delusion. Okay? So again, there's only two kinds of people in the markets, folks. Two kinds of people in the markets. Okay? I posted this yesterday on Twitter. Two types of people in the markets. Person one, buys when everyone's excited and things are going really well, right? Person number two, buys when everybody is scared and uncertain and full of panic. Only one person makes money in the end. Which one are you? Okay? There's two types of people, folks. You're either buying when everybody's scared or you're buying when everyone's excited. Eventually, if you're buying when everyone's excited, you're going to get clapped. Okay, as long as you're buying, right, at the average or below the average on good quality projects and companies, you're going to make money in the end. It's just a matter of time, right? The only thing that separates you from being right or wrong in the market is time. You could be really wrong in the short term, but be very right in the long term. So our goal here is to be right in more of a midterm to long-term standpoint, right? We might be wrong in the short term sometimes, but overall, right, if we have the patience and the discipline to stick out our strategy and actually wait till the wave gets back up here and gives us red dots, okay, that's how we become successful, by remaining disciplined and true to what we say we are going to do. And that's not just in trading, but in life in general. Okay, when you don't do what you tell yourself you're going to do, you begin to subconsciously distrust yourself. Does that make sense? Like if you're like, I'm going to go to the gym today, and you don't go to the gym, you're not going to trust yourself, okay? And how are other people going to trust you if you can't trust yourself? So the key is discipline here. That's what we teach. Discipline, 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 and patience. Two very big biblical terms, right, that are taught in the Word of God. Discipline and patience. They most certainly apply to investing and trading and managing money. What else we got? Strategy, though, I mean, this is a buy. According to our indicators, this is a buy down here. Okay, it looks really good right here at 124. Again, if it goes lower, if it goes down to 60 or 80, we just got to be prepared to buy more on the green dots. But you could be buying here at 160 and buying again right here at 120. One of the rules in the trading course that you guys will learn, if you guys want to take that free trading course over here, is that we never want to exceed more than 2.5% of our total portfolio, okay? We look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. So if you buy a stock like MSTR here at 160 and it goes down like this, it goes down 20%, you get another green dot after that, right? What do? We look to average down on the position. We don't panic sell, okay? We look to average down on the position. You can sell a position and buy something else if that's something that you want to do. Okay, but typically what we look to do on our projects is to average down. Like with Chainlink yesterday, I averaged down on my Chainlink position. Why? Because I started buying right here at around 12 again, and it went all the way down here to 8. So again, I'm down from 1250, I'm down 30% on my position. So what am I doing? I'm buying more down here, okay? I'm not scared because I know where Chainlink's going. I know what they do, and I know the fundamentals of the company. I believe in it over the long term. In the short term, I was wrong right here, right here in December. But again, you could be very wrong in the short term, but be very right in the long term. I don't think it's going to matter if we buy Chainlink here at 12 or 8 if it goes back here to 28 to 30 bucks or 50 bucks at its all-time high. So I like it just as much down here as I liked it up here. This is not a reason to sell. This is a reason to buy more. What else we got? I see one. We just covered OP, but Aerodrome. I see one for Aerodrome in the chat. I love Aerodrome here, dude. This is one of the best looking setups right now, folks. Aerodrome looks phenomenal right here. Okay, beautiful setup here off of this 27-cent support. That's right where we bounced back here in April. This looks really good. I really, 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 really like Aero here for a crypto. That's a perfect double bottom right there with the signal. Looking beautiful. The only thing you have to worry about is if a red dot shows up. But as long as the last dot is green, we're going up. Okay, buying down here, selling up here. And again, these opportunities to buy this season, right? We've referred to ourselves the last few weeks as farmers. Right? We're planting seeds when the wave is down here, and we're harvesting up here, okay? This doesn't come around very often, right? This came around once last year in April. Okay, if you bought right there in April, it went from 30 cents all the way up to $1.60. That was a 350% move, 368% move. So again, you get about one time a year to buy with opportunities like this, and you could see that on any chart. I mean, you can go to Ethereum, you can go to Apple, you can go to whatever, right? Ethereum, 2024, September was the time to buy. 2025, April was the time to buy. Right now, 2026, February, March, it might be March, we get that signal back here in 2023. So you had 2023, time to buy. 2024, time to buy. 2025, time to buy, okay? And now it's 2026 and we're back down here. So I'm telling you guys, you get like once a year. You get once a year to lock in on this, okay? And again, when we are in this territory, things are not going good, right? That's why they call it despair, okay? It's not fun, right? It's not fun to be an investor at times right now. Do you guys get that? But here at Overkill Trading, we don't focus on emotion or feelings, right? I know they come. We're not immune to feelings or emotions. I know they come, but we need to learn how to manage them, right? We think about things in a logical perspective, okay? This is 4 years of data, guys. This is all the way back to 2022. We look at data. We don't look at feelings or emotions or what anyone's saying, right? We have to think of things logically, okay? Logically, it does not make sense to sell after we pull back 65%. It is not logical. That's like, hey, 65% off your favorite products at your favorite store, right? Walmart, whatever. Let's use Walmart or Costco. Say Costco had a big sign out there on their door that said 65% off everything, right? Could you imagine all the people rushing out of the store because everything was on sale? That's what happens in the market. And you guys that might sound crazy, but that is literally what happens. The market is the only place when things go on sale, people run out of the store. They just run out. They're like, oh my gosh. It's the same concept, dude. It's the same concept. Okay, and there is a reason why 90 to 95% of people fail at trading and investing. It's because they get emotional, they get in their feelings, they see their account go down for a month, and they just quit and they give up and they go do the next thing, right? So, again, we go off the data here, folks. We go off what the charts say. We go off the price action. We don't go off what Twitter says. We don't go off what other people say. We go off of data, okay? Eliminate the emotion. If you can't manage your emotions, you cannot manage money. Okay, there's a reason that people are just okay with giving all their savings to a money manager and collecting 5%. But when inflation's at 11 or 12%, you're actually losing money by doing that. So we use investing, right? We want to invest our own money. That's why you're here. You want to learn how to do it, okay? And we are not day traders. This is not a get-rich-quick strategy, right? Sometimes the market will go against us, And just like it did here and just like it did here in April. But guess what? It bounced back, and it always does as long as you're buying good quality assets. Exactly. Buy now and thank me later. I mean, that's it. I mean, if we have to wait 6 months to get back up here to 4,800, okay? I mean, 6 months, that'd put us at 150% gain. So you put in 10 down here, you're going to have $25,000 by the time we get back up to here. Would you wait 6 months to make 15 grand down here? Or buying down here? You probably would. But again, the majority of people are going to buy up here when everybody's excited, okay? When everybody's excited, when everyone's having a good time. This is when everyone's asking me, is it too late to buy Ethereum? Is it too late to buy Ethereum? Yes, it is. We were buying Ethereum down here. This is where we were buying in April. Okay, it's not time to buy up here. This is how the market works. This is how the cycles work. People get really excited when things are going up and really discouraged when they're going down. Okay, I'm not immune to being discouraged either. I don't like my portfolio going down either. Okay, nobody does. But again, we cannot control the prices. We can control our reaction to the prices. Okay, so again, it's all about how you react to what life throws at you. That's it. Okay, no matter what it is. We cannot control the circumstances. We can control how we react to the circumstances. Here's Genie. Genius. This thing absolutely died here. I don't know what this thing is, but we got 550 as the current support. Just looking for the green dot on that one. Oracle. I wanted to buy this yesterday, and I'm kicking myself because it's up 3% today, but this one looks like a bottom is forming here. Just looking for the green dot. I actually have a position on this. I'm looking to add on the next green dot here on the weekly. So again, with this stock, I bought here in January off the green dot at around 180, 185, and now it's down here at 140. Well, that is a 20% drop. That applies to our trading rules over here, right? Look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. I'm not averaging down right this second. I'm waiting for the signal. I want to see where the signal comes. Okay, but this thing is trying to build a base right here at 140. I see one for Microsoft. Microsoft is right into the 4-year. So again, zoom out. Every time it comes and hits the 4-year, like it did there in 2023, like it did back here in 2015, right? Time to buy. Back in April, okay? Time to buy right here in 2023. Will this be time to buy? We'll see. We'll see what big tech's going to do. I'd just be looking for the signal there on Microsoft, but I do think it's at a fair price as it sits right now. Once you see the signal, I think that'll be a good place to take a position, okay? You're buying it at the 4-year average, so you're buying it at a fair price. C3AI, no green dot yet on that, but they do have earnings tomorrow. So that could change. But this thing, again, is down here at an all-time low, back at the 2022 lows here at 10 bucks. So I'd wait for the signal. I'd probably wait till they report their earnings too. Okay, but that stock is very beat up right now. Okay, you're buying it at the lowest price ever right now if you're buying it, by the way. So if you believe in the company, if you know what they do, and you think it's a great company that's going to grow over the next 5 to 10 years, it's never been a better time to buy this one. What else we got? ETH is looking very bullish. Head and shoulder pattern. Yeah, I love ETH here. Okay, ETH is same thing here. Again, all we're doing is waiting for the signal. And again, if we bounce here, that's called a higher low. So a higher low is where we bounce, and then we bounce again at a higher level. So if Ethereum can hold on to 1,700 here, folks, and we get a green dot, I'm sorry, but altcoins are going to melt faces. Like it's going to go way higher than 5,000. Okay, if we get a green dot here and hold on to 1,700. There is so much money waiting to get in to crypto right now, and they're just licking their chops at these prices, right? Everyone's scared, everyone's panicking, but guess what? These guys, the smart money, they're buying, man. These guys can't buy unless retail is selling, okay? Retail sells when things are bad. They're panicking, right? It's over, bear market's coming, the next 4 years we're going down, never going up, just short the whole thing, right? These guys are laughing. They're laughing. They literally laugh. Okay? Because they're just buying. They can't buy unless you sell. They can't buy unless you sell down here. So if you want to sell the smart money, your crypto down here, feel free. But I'm telling you right now, this looks like a generational opportunity to be buying crypto down here. I mean, you're literally buying Ethereum at a 30% discount off the 4 years. That doesn't happen very often. It happened back here in 2025, big move up. Happened right here in 2022, had a big rebound, okay, and then ended up going much higher. So I love Ethereum down here. I think it looks really, really good. Yeah, and that stands for ETHA too. I saw someone request ETHA. ETHA is just, it tracks Ethereum's price. So if Ethereum goes up, ETHA is going to go up. So what you want to see is a green dot there on Ethereum. I see one for Bitcoin. Nobody requesting Bitcoin anymore. Bitcoin's now below its 4-year. So looking for the green dot on that one. Just waiting for the signal either on the weekly or the monthly. Again, look at the monthly chart on Bitcoin here. So you could see every time this got the green dot on the monthly, it was time to buy. It was time to buy at $1,600 right there. It was time to buy back here in 2019 at 3,000. It was time to buy right here in 2015 at 200. So we don't have the signal yet on the monthly. We did get the sell signals back here in February at like 120. It's pulled back now 50%. We're into the 4-year average. We're just waiting on our signals for Bitcoin now. I could care less about Bitcoin right now though, folks. I think Bitcoin's either just going to go sideways or continue to fall. I am fully focused on altcoins right here, like Ethereum, right? Like Chainlink. These are the names that are going to run. These are the names that are going to have big moves. Bitcoin, as it can go up, it will not match the moves that are coming in some of these alts. I haven't talked about XRP yet. XRP is probably still just sitting at its 4-year as well. We're just waiting on the signal. So you got a signal right here on December 20, what was that? The 29th. That was at 180, and now we're at 135. So again, when the price declines 20% and you get another signal, again, the trading rules will tell you look to average down if the position declines 20% or more. Okay. And again, if you guys are not familiar with our strategy, I do have a free trading course over here you guys can watch. And again, if you don't have my trading layout, meaning all the indicators we're talking about in today's video, you guys can download those over here in the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks and everything's going to load right up into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen. If you need support or have questions about it, my email is right there inside of the thread. Okay, but again, you're at the 4-year average on XRP, so just looking for the signal now. What else we got? PANW. PANW. Okay, that one's right there below its 4-year as well. Looks like they reported earnings and they sold off quite a bit. Monthly chart still looks pretty ugly. I'd just be looking for the green dot here. Again, we just trade the signals. So it does look like it's at a fair price. Again, we can assume that it's at a fair price if it's sitting right here into the 200. So I would just wait on the signal for PANW here. Netflix, same thing. I mean, all these names have tremendously pulled back, right? It's been an ugly market for a lot of these stocks, a lot of these cryptocurrencies. I like Netflix here. Okay, I do like it here at 75. Okay, I think it looks good. They're making a ton of money. The monthly chart is right there into its 4-year average as well. Okay, I mean, we're sitting right on the 4-year. So again, my plan would be here to buy here at 77 if I wanted to own Netflix, and then buy more if it goes down to like 55 to 63, if it happens, right? If we get a red dot in the next couple weeks and we decide to correct all the way down here to 55 to 63 for whatever reason, and then we get a green dot at that level, what are we going to do? We're going to buy here, we're going to buy down there, and then we're going to average down, right? We're going to average down our position. So our average would go from 77. If it dropped to 55 and we bought the same amount, our average would now be around $63. And if it goes back up here to 130, 140, guess what? We're going to be singing Kumbaya around the fire. SOXS. I'm really close to getting stopped out on this, guys. I think if it breaks down below 160, I'm going to get stopped out on this. I mean, it's just melting down right now. The time decay is just killing this one. NVIDIA just doesn't want to crack here. It just doesn't want to crack. NVIDIA does have earnings tomorrow. So, yeah. So if NVIDIA beats their earnings and rips up to 210, 220, SOXS is going to get hit pretty hard. So I'm watching this one closely. I haven't got stopped out yet. I'm probably going to put a stop loss today at around 150, 155 on it. So if it breaks 150, yeah, I'll be stopped out on SOXS, unfortunately. But we'll see. It's all really going to depend on what NVIDIA does. NVIDIA's just been going sideways here. Okay, it's been going sideways since November. Hasn't moved in 3 months. Just chop, 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 chop. So we'll see. Tomorrow, NVIDIA earnings is going to be very, very interesting. We're going to be keeping an eye on NVIDIA earnings tomorrow. What else we got? What's up, Jay-Z? Andre, what's going on, brother? Million Trading. My man. He's here. Thoughts on World Liberty Fi, WLIF, or WLFI? This one looks good as long as it can hold on to that 0.09 level, that 9-cent level. Got a nice bull hammer here. If you guys don't know what a bull hammer is, it's when they sell it off, but then the buyers back in and suck it right back up. So I'd be watching the daily here for a green dot. The reason we're watching the daily is because we don't have any data on our weekly. If you guys don't see the data on your indicator, it's because it's too new, right? It just came out in 2025, so it hasn't been around long enough to populate the actual data. So what I'd be looking for on WLFI is simply just the green dot here on the daily. I think this looks very strong here above like 9.5 cents. What's up, Johnny? Said you're just tuning in. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Hey, can we get those likes up? You guys smash the like. If we can get this video to 300 likes by tomorrow, meaning if you're watching the replay, if you guys can smash the like here, we get to 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the Discord tomorrow. Okay, I think we gave some away, I believe, Monday. I still need to send that to somebody over here. Roma won the 100 XRP there yesterday, it looks like. So I still got to send that to him. I forgot to do that today. I'm going to do that here after the stream. But if we can get to 300 likes on this video, I'll give away another 100 XRP to somebody. What else we got? CC. You're probably talking about Canton. Again, this is a very new project, so I normally stay away from crypto projects that are new. If I was in this one right now, I would use a stop loss at like 13 cents on the stop loss. As long as it can maintain this trend, it looks good. It's got a green dot down here on the daily. Again, I would just use a stop loss around probably 14 cents. 13 or 14 cents would be my stop loss on this. Okay, you want to make sure that thing remains above those EMA ribbons right there. Million says it's a good time to add Bitcoin. Yeah, we're waiting on the signal here. Waiting on the signal. Okay, we could assume we're going to bottom here, but nothing is certain. You're getting it though at a lot better price than these guys were getting it up here at 120. That's for sure. Just want to see that signal pop. The XRP BTC chart. Yeah, it's sitting right there on the 4-year, so it's just consolidating. AVAX from F13. What's going on, brother? Yeah, so this one's down here. It actually broke its 2023 low. I'm not a fan of AVAX. I just don't think a lot of people are actually using the chain. I think the winning chain is going to be SUI, guys. I think this is going to be a big winner. People are actually utilizing their technology, and they have a huge, massive community. I don't see anyone ever talking about AVAX anymore. I mean, unless I'm just not following the right channels, I just don't see a lot of hype around AVAX anymore. Okay, and it actually just broke out to a new all-time low. So if you're in AVAX, I would definitely use a stop loss right there around 740. I see one for CRO from Marlog. What's going on, brother? This one's beautiful, dude. I love CRO. I guess they just got their banking license or something like that. We saw that in the news yesterday. I don't know where it is in the news. It's somewhere over here. It was up here somewhere. If you guys are in the Discord, you guys will get all the breaking news as it comes out. This one right here. Crypto.com receives conditional approval to operate as a national U.S. bank. So CRO is Crypto.com's native token. CRO is actually one of those names that I want to add to my portfolio. CRO and Aerodrome are the two that if I were to start new positions on crypto right now, and I mean I have a lot of positions on crypto. I think I have like 12 different projects, but Aerodrome and CRO are like my top two that are not in my portfolio. And you could just see the pattern on this, right? You could zoom all the way back here to 2023 and see that every time we get a green dot down here, okay, time to buy, time to buy, okay, time to buy, time to buy, okay. Down here, what are we missing? The green dot. This thing was up at 40 cents in August. People were freaking out about it up here in August. Now it's all the way down here at 7 cents, and I guess Marlog's talking about it, but it's at a very, very strong support level right there at around 6.5. But CRO, one of my favorite plays. In crypto right now. If I had some cash laying around, I would buy more. Chopstick says he loves Fartcoin. Very good. I don't. What is it? Is it just ripping or what? Is it just going up right now? Is that what's happening? No, it's falling to the floor. So we'll see if the memes last. I just don't see any meme coins lasting long term. I think they're all hype based. NVO we covered. We just need the signal. I did buy this one yesterday simply because the dot is still green on the monthly and it gapped down like 50 50% or something. So I restarted a position. I took my profits right up here at like 60 on the majority of my position, and then I was stopped out right here around 45. And now it's down here under 40. So I saw it under 40 and I just took a stab at it. I just started a small position. So if it goes down to 30, I'm going to buy more because I bought like right at 40. So I'm buying at 40, then buying at 30. If it goes to 20, I'll just buy again. What else we got? Bought a cowboy hat with the fart coin profits from the first pump. Good for you, man. Good for you, brother. Yeah, if you can catch the hype at the beginning, that's great. But when people just quit caring, that's when things kind of go sideways, right? People aren't focused on the fart coin right now because it's down 60%. Arbitrum, this is another one that's just getting smoked. I mean, some of these alts, this one and OP have just gotten destroyed. I mean, just annihilated. So if these things are going to bounce back, I mean, there's going to be some massive, massive gains. Again, look where the wave is. So again, we're waiting for the signal on Arbitrum. Okay, if you want to buy Arbitrum, wait for the signal. You had the chance to buy it right here at 20. Now it's down to 9, so you could buy more if you believe in the project on the next signal. Then your average cost is going to be here at 12. You should only be buying this thing if you think it's going back up here to $1 to $2.50. If you don't think that, then don't buy it. But again, I don't think all these altcoins are going to last. So just be mindful of what you buy, guys. I try to drill that into your guys' heads. Just because the technicals look good doesn't mean that it's going to go up, okay? Because fundamentals do matter, okay? The only crypto projects I'm buying are the ones that actually have utility. I'm not buying fart coins and butt coins and poop coins, okay? And dog with hat coins. I'm buying good technologies. I look at crypto as a technology, okay? It's not a joke. It's an actual technology that's being utilized that the freaking financial system is being built on, okay? So I want to buy the projects that are involved in the new financial system that's going to come into play over the next 5 to 10 years. Because it ain't going to be dollars anymore, folks. It's going to be a digital asset. It's going to be a digital asset, okay? And there's technologies and things people, the developers need on the blockchain that are going to make that happen, okay? And it's not going to be fart coin. I'll tell you that right now. What's going on, Simply? Mill, why aren't you an admin anymore, brother? Why aren't you an admin anymore? Boom. Did you get a new account or something? Always have a macro perspective in mind. Yes. Yes. Think long term. Long term. APT got destroyed as well. Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of cryptos have been absolutely annihilated right now. Okay, if you're looking at we brought this up. I know I bring this up almost in every video just because we're literally witnessing history right now. In 6 months to a year, right, when this thing's back up here in extreme greed territory like it was back here in November of 2024, okay, so we want to buy in extreme fear, sell in extreme greed, right? This is when everyone's really jacked up, really having a good time. This is when Donald Trump was elected back here in November. Well, let's go see where XRP was back in November of 2024. Okay, November of 2024 was right around here, okay? Sitting at $2 to $3. This is when everyone's excited about crypto. This is when everybody's not excited about crypto. Does that make sense? So I know I brought that up a number of times, but literally the sentiment has never been worse in crypto, guys. It has never felt worse to be a crypto investor. If you guys take a look at the sentiment indicator, right? It hit all-time lows right there on February the 8th, okay? Meaning retail, this measures retail, right? Panic selling, okay? When they're really panic selling, that's when this thing is at the low. When retail is buying in droves, that means we're at the highs. So again, there's two kinds of people. The people that buy in extreme fear and the people that buy up here in extreme greed, okay? We're buying down here to sell up here. We're not buying up here and then selling down here like the majority. We want to buy when things are very uncertain, when people are very doubtful, when everyone's calling for a bear market, and everybody and their mother is bearish, okay? That is when we like to attack. That is when we like to take our positions. We don't want to buy when things are exciting, guys, and things are not exciting right now. They're not exciting. This is not a fun time to invest in crypto and some of these stocks as well. It's just not, okay? But we're going to be having a whole different conversation when this wave comes back up here, right? This is when everyone's going to be jacked up, and we're just going to be smiling ear to ear because we were planting our seeds down here to harvest up here, okay? Planting down here, harvesting up here. Does that make sense? Just the way it goes. The only thing you need is patience with this strategy. That's all you need. Patience and discipline. What's going on, Chris? My brother. I see one for Hype. HYPE. That one's got a red dot here on the weekly. So again, when you get the red dot, what you want to do is set a stop loss. I put a stop loss at 24. As long as it holds 24, you have nothing to worry about. But because you do have the signal, I would definitely be looking for a stop loss right there around $24. We covered Oracle already. Deft. It's another one of those crypto projects. Just not my favorite stock here. I honestly look to the monthly on this one. Okay, look to the monthly on this one. But these little penny stocks are not my cup of tea. SUI. SUI, I brought this up a little earlier. This is literally one of my favorite blockchains, my favorite layer ones. I would rather buy this layer one over pretty much anything. I mean, to me, there's Ethereum and then there's SUI. I think those are the two, at least the two that I'm very heavily invested in. But SUI, again, I bought this one right here at 130. Guess what? It's down here at 90 cents now. Do I care? Absolutely not. I just want to buy more when that green dot pops back up there on SUI. So just simply waiting. They just launched like 3 ETFs. One of them is TSUI. So this is like institutional money now that's able to come into SUI here. So this is one of my favorite blockchains. And again, eventually the wave is going to come back up here. I can't tell you the exact date or the exact time, but it will happen. And when it does, I think we're going to be trading much higher than $5. And it's literally sitting at 86 cents right now. You're getting a massive, massive discount. If you just look at the white line is the yearly moving average, right? That blue line is the 4-year moving average. So this one doesn't have a 4-year. It doesn't have a blue line. That's because it's only been out since 2023, which is only 3 years. So again, if you don't see an indicator on your chart, okay, it's because there's not enough data yet. So we can go off the 1 year and we could see the average price right now over the last year is $2. Well, we're sitting 60% off of that average again. How do we know we're getting a fair price? We look at the average, okay, whether that's the yearly or the 4-year, okay, when we're below the mean, okay, when we're below the mean, we're buying in despair. This is when we want to buy, okay? We either want to buy at the mean or below the mean, and this one is 60% off of the yearly moving average. So if you believe in SUI, right now is a great time to be buying. Bonk, here's another meme coin. Also, lost its support level here at 0.008. Doesn't look good, guys. I don't know. I do not like the memes. VeChain's getting smoked here too, down here at 0.007. That one does have the signal though, so that's just telling you, hey, this is the potential bottom right there at 0.006. You can wait for the monthly on this one if you want, but it's been a really nasty 5 months on VeChain here. So I would look for either the monthly signal or I would take a stab at it right here at 0.007 if you like the asset. AREC. Again, just not deep enough. Our time to buy was right back here in March, right here at 40 cents, right up here, guys. Up here, you're always saying, dang it, I wish I bought down there, right? That's always what happens, right? When we're down here, it doesn't feel right buying, right? When I bought Chainlink yesterday, it just felt weird, right? And it's supposed to, right? But look it, I don't go off of what it feels like. I go off of what the data says, what the data says. And the data's saying right now is the time to buy. So again, if you're following our strategy on the weekly chart, we want to buy when the blue wave is down below the white line. This wave is not below the white line. It is trying to curl here and bounce. So the level to watch would be 250. But again, you could see the separation off of that blue line there, which would put you at a 41% premium. Again, our goal is not to buy up off of the mean. Our goal is to buy down here below it or at it. So again, your buying opportunity was right here, right there at 38 cents. I mean, 38 cents all the way up here to $7 was a great trade. And again, I have no idea what this company is or what it does. I'm just showing you what the technicals say. The technicals say you're buying at a 40% premium right now. That doesn't mean it can't rip and go up to $9-10. But again, our goal is to buy down here and sell up here. So it's not down there, so we would not be looking to take a position on that. SoundHound stock, thank you. I dropped the TikTok on this today because I like it. I like it a lot, okay? Look at that. Boom, green dot right there. This is an AI play. Someone was asking about C3 AI. I think I'd rather buy SoundHound here, okay? You got the signal, boom, same signal that came back there in April. We went from 730 all the way up here to 22. It's looking really good. I like it above 7. I like it above 7. I would be a buyer of that. They do have earnings on Thursday, so you have to take that into consideration. If they miss their earnings, it could trade lower. But the signal is saying, hey, this is the potential bottom right here at 7. I think SoundHound looks really good here. STX, are you talking about the stock or the crypto? There's two. Stock or crypto. I see one for Vara. V-A-R-A. This thing's just gotten schmammered, dude. Okay, again, lowest price it's ever been. So if you believe in the project, it's never been a better time to buy. Can't really tell you much on the data. The weekly is still red, but it's trying to build a base right here above 0.007 there. What else we got? DJT's kind of taken off a little bit today. Trying to find a bottom right there at $2. That's kind of nice. Snapchat back over 5. Looking good. NVO's down a little bit today, but pretty muted day so far. Yesterday was kind of nasty. IBRX, so this one, again, where are we right now in regards to the 4-year? Well, we are currently sitting at a 65% premium. So would we buy this one up here from a technical standpoint? Absolutely not. Our time to buy was down here at $2. So $2 is our level we're watching here. What else we got? PayPal. Yeah, PayPal looks phenomenal. PayPal looks really good down here. It's got the signal. Okay, there's rumors of a buyout. It's just a rumor. So I think this thing's going to trade much, much higher this year. So it's got a green dot right there. If they get bought out, they're going to get bought out at a higher price. They're not going to get bought out at a lower price, obviously, because why would they sell for a loss? It does have the green dot here on the weekly, so we're absolutely buyers of PayPal here. Oh, STX crypto. Stacks, it's just hanging on to 20 cents. So 20 cents is the current support, and it does still have the green monthly. So as long as we hold these lows right here, I'm going to call it 19 cents. I would say put a stop loss at 19 cents if you're in stacks. But it does have the monthly signal here, so that is a bullish indication. You just really want to see it hold on to 19 cents. If it breaks 19 cents, this dot is going to fade away. What else we got here? What else? We covered IBX. Again, I'd be a seller of this. I'd be a seller of this name on the red dot, or see we're up in here in the red zone. So you just want to move use like a trailing stop. So you could use a stop loss at like 940. I'd be taking profits here though, dude. I mean, this thing could go up here to 24, but again, we're not trying to catch the exact top. We're just trying to get out around it. And again, if you were using our strategy, you were buying here at $2. So you would be up around 500% right now. Okay. So up 500%, we're not greedy. Okay, we want to take profits up there. So I would use a stop loss on this one at like 950, a trailing stop, meaning if it breaks and comes back down, that way you don't have to ride it out. But that one is really trying to break out here. So use a trailing stop at like 950. I see one for SMCI. SMCI is just not moving. It's just sitting. I mean, this is just, I bought it, so it's just sideways. It's not going to go up. It's just going to go sideways for a long time. And then one of these days I'm going to get tired of it and sell it, and then it's going to just frickin' moon. You just watch. I might just go sell it for you, dude. I might just go sell it after this stream, and then you can enjoy the gains. I'm just kidding. But they had a really good quarter. I mean, again, we're waiting right now. We got the signal right there in January, so it's only been a month and a half since we got that signal. Again, our time frame is from 1 to 6 months. So again, we're just waiting for this thing to break out. And I got a stop loss on mine somewhere around 27, I believe. If it breaks 27, I'm out of the trade, but nothing to worry about just yet. Okay, as long as the dot is green, we got to have a bullish bias. If we get a red dot, well, we can set a stop loss and take action from there. But until we see the red dot print, right, we're bullish on this name still. I see one for Pyth. Pyth's still sitting at around 5 cents. Again, dot is still green. Got the MACD crossover there as well. I do have a position on this as well. And again, I'm just holding it as long as this dot is green. If a red dot comes, I can make a decision to either sell or set a stop loss. So as long as it's green, we're trending up. But there's two very big bullish indications, the green dot and the MACD crossover here on Pyth. I do like that one a lot. TAC. Didn't quite get deep enough there. That was the time to buy right here. You see how that was into the mean there, into the average right there at 9. Did the Ripski. Now it's bouncing right here on the 1 year. So if you're going to play this level, play it with a stop loss at around 1 or 11.95. 11.95 on the stop loss for this one. If you're playing that green dot, if it breaks 11.90, I would sell it. Said TAC is an AI Canadian energy play. Okay. They got Canada and AI and energy all in one name. That's pretty impressive. I got you, brother. ACHR. Again, sitting at the 4-year average. Sitting at the 4-year average. Looks good. Also another name that has earnings. Looks like next week. So we get a new month next Monday, meaning we're going to get new monthly candles, which is going to be very interesting. But I do like this one above $6. I'd put a stop loss at $6. Look for the signal. It's your call if you want to buy before or after earnings. Again, it could go the other way on you if they miss, or it could absolutely blast off. But the important thing is taking the long-term mindset. You're sitting at a 4-year low right now. You're just missing the signal there on ACHR. LMR. Lamarin? I don't see that one, my friend. I see one for Owl. I was actually looking at this today. These guys pay an 8% dividend. They pay an 8% dividend, meaning you just earn 8% a year just holding the stock. So this one's down here at a very interesting place, right? We're way deep right now. I would say as long as this one holds 950, it looks really good down here. Okay, you could collect that dividend and just wait. It might go sideways, but it is sitting at a very interesting price. I like both the monthly and the weekly charts here. Up above 950, I think it looks good. So you're risking about $1 here if you put a stop loss there at 950. Risking about $1 on the trade. So it is trying to bounce. You can see the buyers are stepping in. We're just missing the signal there on Owl. John says PLD. Yeah, so this one's up here in sell territory. Again, we want to buy when the wave's down here. Right there at 90, sell up here. I'd be a profit taker at PLD here. I see one for Apple. Oops. Apple. Apple's got the green dot. It bounced right on the yearly, so I'd move my stop loss up to 250. If 250 breaks, I would sell my Apple. Okay, put a stop loss at 250 on Apple here. What else we got? What are the movers today? FRMI. This one looks pretty new. It's trying to break out here. I'd say this one looks pretty good here above $8. That one needs to hold on to 8. We got Cypher. Cypher mining, again, too high for us. It did bounce right there on the hourly. I just use a stop loss at 1250. One thing I did notice today, guys, is these mining companies are actually looking bullish. Like if this prints a green dot, that's not a bad thing, right? It could break out and keep going. But I'm looking at names like CLSK today. This is a crypto miner. Again, look where we're at, dude. If these things turn the corner and go the other way here, it's going to get really bullish for crypto and altcoins. So CLSK looks really good here as well. That was a request there from the chat. So up above 850, right? You could use a stop loss at the previous low here at 820. If that signal comes next week, that will look very, very bullish. And then another one was Mara, M-A-R-A. This one also needs the green dot, but again, we're trying to find a bottom down here at 660, so I'd put a stop loss probably at around 650. Again, just looking for the signal. They also have earnings coming out here on Thursday, so if those crypto miners start leading the way, Riot is another one. Okay, that one actually has a green dot going into its earnings. So all those crypto mining companies like Cypher that you requested here look very interesting. They look very interesting. WLK, this is one we called out back here at like 58. It's already up 100% from that time. So just has how that 4-year average can act as support, right? We can bounce on it. We can also get rejected by it. So I would take some off here on WLK. Okay, we're up here in the red zone. They did just have earnings, but I would either take some profits or use a stop loss at like $90 on WLK. But that was a great trade. If you guys entered on that, congratulations. That was like a 90% trade. That was a beautiful trade there on a chemicals company, up 84%. So nice trade there. Up 12% today. I would trim that one. Okay, we're in the red zone. If you guys are familiar with our trading strategy, one of our strategies is to sell when the price gets up here in the red zone. The red zone is just part of a Fibonacci tool. So one of our strategies is to sell a red dot when the price gets up here to the red zone, just like it did right there at 160, and it topped out, and then it absolutely sold all the way off. So that looks interesting. Again, I would just use a stop loss probably. I'd put a stop loss probably at $88 or $90, depending on how much you want to risk. Great move. But again, don't get greedy. If you were buying with our strategy, you were buying down here. Okay, right here at 62, and right down here in this area at 70. Up here at 100, that's a great place, and you're hitting the 4-year. You're topping out at the 4-year, so you're finding resistance. So you just want to make sure that that thing holds on. I put a stop loss at 88. If 88 breaks, I would dip on it. I just covered Mara. Just covered Mara. P-Sky, what's that thing doing? That thing is still sitting down here with a green dot. So they have earnings tomorrow. Wow, I didn't know that. So they have earnings tomorrow. We'll see what their earnings bring tomorrow. They do have a green dot, though, and I have a position on this, so I do like it. Says, my brother in Jesus, what up? Did you check ETH yet? No, brother. No, brother, but praise God, because I'll do it right now in the name of Jesus. We're just waiting on a signal from ETH, and we did cover this one at the beginning. We just want to see that thing hold on to 1,700. We want to see a green dot here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. It's going to be a really interesting week. Okay, we've gone down for 6 weeks in a row. 6 weeks of red in a row, folks. That don't feel good, right? That feels a lot like despair, okay? That's capitulation, baby. Okay, but we don't panic on capitulation. We look for reasons to buy more, and this is one of them, okay? We're going to get one here when we get the green dot here in the next 1 to 3 weeks. DJT. DJT is trying to find a bottom here. It's really trying. I told you guys this is literally sitting at the lowest price in 4 years. If there's anything left in Donald Trump's conscience, he would say, hey, I'm not going to rug this stock. Okay, if we break this $9 level, it's over. I have a tight stop loss at like 980 on this, but we are trying to bounce here at 10. I did re-enter this position here at $10. So again, I want to see it come back up here to the red zone. It's at the lowest price, making a double bottom right here from 2021. Again, that was the price in 2021 when it first came out, and it went all the way up to 130. So down here at 10, I did start a new position on this, and I do like the way this is forming. As long as it can hold on to $9.50, I do like the trade, and I am in the trade. Yeah, I checked Circle, brother. You're gonna have to rewatch. Again, you guys can always watch the replays of these streams over here in the latest tab. Okay, this was today's, this was yesterday's, this was my portfolio update. So this, I went over everything I'm holding and everything I'm buying this week in this video. That was yesterday's video. That's just in the latest tab. We always post our replays over here. So you guys can watch those and catch the replay if you guys join late. ASST, again, this thing's getting smoked here. Just looking for the signal. They have earnings coming up tomorrow as well. There's a lot of names reporting earnings tomorrow. A lot of names reporting earnings tomorrow, including NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to be a big, big deal tomorrow. Okay, that's coming after the after hours of the market. So NVIDIA is the biggest company in the world. What they do, what their stock does matter. So if they break out and start going higher, that's going to be really good for stocks. If they go down, that's obviously probably going to drag the market down with it. So it does have a green dot here on the weekly. So I'm really debating on getting stopped out here on my SOXS position before tomorrow. I'm really debating. So I'll let you guys know what I do in the Discord. If anything, I might just trim some because, again, we do have a green dot on NVIDIA. That doesn't mean they can't, completely lose out on their earnings, but we shall see, right? That's deeply going to depend on NVIDIA over there. What else we got? Short NVIDIA. Yeah. People haven't done a very good job of that in the last few years. I mean, this stock has just gone stupid over the last few years. So, again, I hate playing earnings just because it's always a gamble, right? A company can just smoke their earnings like Snapchat did this year. Look at that. They crushed. They beat their earnings by 200%. What did their stock do? It went down 20%. So it's always a gamble. It doesn't matter if they win or lose. It just depends what the big money's going to do. Are they going to sell it or are they going to buy it? Okay, and they sold it right there. I'm going to leave it right there, folks. That's it for today. I got to go pick up my truck in town. I had it in the shop. Had some stuff going on with the engine. So I got to go down there and pick that up. If you guys need me, hit me up over here in support chat. We will be live again tomorrow. Around the same time. Here on YouTube, we go live every single day, so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash that like. Again, if you guys are new, make sure you check out the free trading course over here in the Discord, completely free. The Discord link is pinned in the description and also in the live chat, so completely free to join. We do have a membership over here that you guys can become a member of for as little as $4 a month. That's less than a Starbucks coffee a month. to get access to pretty much everything we do here at Overkill Trading. The trade alerts, the watch list, the 24/7 trade support, the advanced analysis, the member chat. Okay, we have close to, I think, 4,000 members now. So if you guys want to connect with other like-minded individuals, I'd highly recommend joining the Spartan Army and dialing in, baby, because this is what we do. Every single day, we are on top of these markets. So hopefully you guys got some value out of this. Again, if we can get this video to 300 likes by tomorrow's live stream, I will give away 100 XRP to somebody over here in the Discord. So make sure you smash the like. Hopefully you guys got some value. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.